I guess starting point. Really quickly, why do you think people want to move from on-prem Tableau server or run your own Tableau server inside their virtual private cloud to Tableau Cloud as a service? What are you seeing in the market, Tim?
Yeah, it's a conversation we have often as we're discussing the possibility of migrating. We do try to ask, are you sure you need to do this? What's the benefit for you? And the main reasons we see often fall into a few, I would say three categories. Handing off the management of Tableau server is one of those. I think, from our perspective, is almost the most common reason, I'd say. I mean, Tableau server is a powerful but complex product. It's evolved with Tableau over the years, has tons and tons of features which do require quite active management. And at some point, it makes sense for teams to refocus and try and hand off that management, which is what Tableau Cloud is, naturally, because it's a managed service. So it's a possibility to free up their Tableau team's time. So that's one of them. Another major reason, I guess, that's the other two categories combined, is a company might have a cloud-first strategy, a progressive strategy, where more and more components and tools that they work with are cloud native or are moving to the cloud. And that's section A of the answer. And section B is that fits within a modern data stack as well. We see companies moving their data to the cloud with BigQuery, with Snowflake, and then the reporting layer with Tableau often follows suit and also moves there. So that's the other major reason we see. And then sometimes, when you calculate what the cost is with the management of the platform on Tableau server, of the people who have been doing that and freeing up their time, cloud can come out as advantages as well, significantly, and that's another driver that we see.
Okay, I'm really interested to hear that you mentioned modern data platform, because I'm seeing a lot of that, actually. I think there's a few things where, as people start to adopt these platforms like Databricks and Snowflake and BigQuery and what have you, they get elasticity at the data layer. And then they tend to, it seems natural that you would also want the presentation layer to be elastic as well. So there's a lot of that. I think it really fits. If the data is already in the cloud, then often I guess, network, virtual private cloud issues that we might have had with that were driving the adoption of on-prem kind of start to go away. So that's quite interesting. I think it's also really interesting that when people start to adopt modern platform, they often are looking at going big in terms of the number of data consumers internally. So you might see a lot more self-service in those sort of environments, so less of a report factory where a few people are creating insights to more people being able to do more. And I think that creates a lot more unpredictable load on the environment, so it actually makes running your own even harder the more self-service tools you have.